What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm here to give my British Grand Prix qualifying session observations and quick review. And before we get into my observations, I'd like to give my overall thoughts on the session. And what an incredible qualifying session it was. It pretty much had every single element possible that could spice up the session, from red flags to rain to track evolution to drivers bottle to even teams bottling, etc, proving once again why Silverstone is such a special track. So yes, now with my overall thoughts on the qualifying session out of the way, now let's head into my observations. Perez entered the British Grand Prix with a lot of pressure to deliver as he was coming back from back-to-back lackluster performances, with Helmut Marko and Christian Horner deliberately signaling that if he doesn't pick up his pace, then he might be booted from the team. But he still continued the bottle job by bitching the car into the gravel in Q1, getting knocked out in Q1, as the teams were switching from intermediates to slick tires. The moment when you have to be super cautious is when Checo decided to beach the car, getting knocked out in Q1. So Checo will be starting the British Grand Prix tomorrow from P19. And you can clearly see that Christian Horner was not happy about the incident, and that just adds more pressure for him to perform tomorrow. So let's wait and see what he can do tomorrow, as Silverstone never delivers a simple and a straightforward race. It always has its own kind of chaos, so clawing back positions should not be a tall ask. But you know what could have made things 10 times worse for Checo is if his incident caused for Max Verstappen also to get knocked out in Q1, which looked pretty likely because as the session got red flagged for his incident, by the time the session got restarted after clearing his car, the rain had come and Max almost made the exact same mistake as Checo, damaging his floor and almost fell into the clutches of getting eliminated in Q1. I still think Checo's crash has reduced the potential of Max's car in qualifying, as Max was essentially driving with a damaged floor. It's still impressive to see how he still managed to put that Red Bull up in P4, and that shows why Max Verstappen is so special. And you could clearly see that Max Verstappen was fighting the car when you watch his onboard. So that P4 lap is something very special. Q1 was very difficult to predict with the red flag and the changeable weather condition. I mean, the weather just kept evolving through Q1 and it kept things very interesting in Q1, especially towards the end. Every single driver was literally setting faster laps compared to their previous best, which means that literally anyone could have got knocked out in Q1, but still there were no surprise elimination in Q1 apart from Sergio Perez. But Sergio Perez getting knocked out in Q1 at this point is not that big of a surprise, or is it? Ferrari walked into the British Grand Prix with a lot of hopes as they brought a new upgrade package to the SF24, but with the data that they gathered from the free practice sessions, they went back to their previous setup as they deemed that the new parts were not yielding the expected performance results. That by itself is a bit of a fumble, but if that was not enough, the team had an absolute shocker of a qualifying session, with Leclerc getting knocked out in Q2 and Sainz getting out-qualified by a Haas. I mean, that's a bit of a blow to Ferrari. Both the drivers were suffering from bouncing, and particularly Leclerc was complaining about a lack of front-end grip. I mean, it was an absolute shocker of a qualifying performance from Ferrari. Midfield absolutely cooked in the qualifying session, with Williams bringing Sargent into Q2 and Albon into Q3. It wasn't just happy times for Williams but also for Haas as they qualified P6 for the Silverstone Grand Prix with Nico Hülkenberg, which I think is a brilliant way to follow up their excellent performance from the Austrian Grand Prix. I just hope that the team could keep the car alive through the race tomorrow for them to score some more points. And Hülkenberg has always been really good around this track, so there's not much of a surprise to see him contest against Red Bulls, Ferraris and McLaren. With McLaren bottling their Q3 execution, Mercedes rose to the front of the field for them to start the British Grand Prix with a front row lockout. I mean, it must mean so much to the team considering how they started, and the progress that they made is truly impressive. And now Hamilton has a genuine shot at winning the race to end his drought of wins since Jeddah 2021. With rain predicted for tomorrow's race, if there's someone who can drive in the rain around this track, it's Lewis Hamilton, and Mercedes specifically looked really good in the rain. So yes, I hope the best man wins tomorrow. So yes guys, these are my thoughts, quick review and observation of the British Grand Prix qualifying session, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. I mean, tomorrow's race is building up to be a great one, with Mercedes having locked out the front row, with Lando and Max starting 3rd and 4th. We also have Hülkenberg and Albon in the top 10, so it would be interesting to see where they finish in the race to see if they can score points for their team. And then there's Checo to see where he can recover tomorrow to finish in the race. So there's a lot of things to be excited about in tomorrow's Grand Prix, and I hope you are excited as well, as we not have 1, 2, 3, but we have 4 drivers who could legitimately win the British Grand Prix tomorrow, with Oscar Piastri having an outside shot. So yes, subscribe to the Renmaster channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And until next time, it's me Vinesh from Renmeister, and I'm out. Love you guys, stay safe, peace.